Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Monday! Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as season. I got a word for you. Tap in, guys. You may hear an echo. I'm I'm literally cleaning up my garage and got a download, so I want to share it with you guys. So you 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 would have never ever left. You would have never ever left on your own. So here's when I get the download for myself. And your situation, of course, is different. So get in where you fit in, plug in your scenario. So as I was cleaning up the garage, something literally dropped out of a box. And it was not a pamphlet. What do you call the things like when you're at conferences? Um, I don't know. So whatever. So it fell out of the box. And it was the pamphlet for my last live conference, which was several months before COVID. And so when I looked at the pamphlet, there were tons of them. There were tons of them that I have, which I should not have because they should have been given to the people who were at the conference. So then it triggered me. It triggered me back. That's the enemy, right? That's the enemy. It triggered me back on the amount of money that I spent, the fact that people are so inconsiderate, the fact that no matter how much you try to help people, this is a free conference, free for them, I should say, tons of money for me, right? Free conference with individuals on the panel who I brought in who would be able to assist them with different things, right? And half of the people who were supposed to show up did not show up, which would be absolutely fine if you didn't reserve your space, which now head counts, accounts for food, etc., etc., etc. So I got triggered for a moment. I got triggered. And then the Holy Spirit said to me, clear as day, you should be happy. You should be happy. Because if they didn't agitate your nerves that bad, if they didn't trigger you that bad, if they didn't frustrate you for the very last time, you would still be there trying to pour into the wrong audience, trying to help people who I didn't ordain for you to help, trying to literally help people who wouldn't even recognize and honor what you're doing for them, which is free. So you would still be there because your loyalty factor. So you really should be grateful. You should be thanking them because you would still be there, stuck. But your obedience to free yourself from that bondage then allowed me room to get you in alignment with your correct audience, with individuals who will see you, who will honor you, who will help and assist you. Most importantly, they will receive me through you. But your loyalty, Kizzy, be honest with yourself. Would you have ever left? Would you have ever left things, people, or the places? Think about it, Kizzy. Your loyalty. And I was like, well, snatch my edges. Lord, thank you for that download. You're completely right. So then he says, turn off this music, because I was in here, listen, I'm cleaning, but listen, your girl was turning up, right? It's like, turn off that music and give this download to your peoples, the ones who do receive you, the ones who do appreciate you. So, my friends, that was my scenario. What is your scenario? Did someone break your heart? Did you leave a narcissist, or did someone leave you, divorce you, and went on with their lives? Did someone who you really trust stole something from you or betrayed you behind your back? Right? Did that job that you were dedicated on, you were there 87 years, honey, they will call you on your days off and you went, honey, they called you 3 o'clock in the morning. You would get up and you were on that job, but they fired you because something petty happened? What is your scenario? That if it didn't happen, you would still be there. You would still be in bondage. You would still be sitting here trying to love on, help, support, make people see that there's more in the world, trying to make people want better for themselves, trying to get people to see in themselves what you see in them. Would you still be sitting here tolerating the disrespect of this man or this woman constantly cheating on you, abusing you, all this other nonsense? If he didn't leave you, would your loyalty allow you to leave him, or would you still be there? Because see, something about chosen people, especially my empaths, we don't know how to walk away. But when we do, it's sealed. It's certified stamped. Where with some people, when they walk away or they, leave or whatever, like there's a possibility of them like kind of shuffling back and forth, because for one, most people don't really give their all anyway, so they're not in it the way we tend to be into things, so they don't get hurt the way we get hurt. So they wouldn't have a problem shuffling back and forth and giving 3 and 4 and 5 chances, because they were never really in it like that. But with us, chosen people, with my empath, or just my very loyal to a fault individuals, we'll tolerate some things, right? It just depends on what that thing is, but we'll tolerate some things, right? We'll take these hits and don't even realize that they're hits because we're still busy trying to love on you. And then one day, God taps us. And it's this aha moment. It's this revelation of like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're blind right now. You can't even see. And then most times, in all honesty, for some, not me, because again, I'm one to move on convictions and obedience, regardless if I can see the full picture. But I know with some people, you'll get the revelation or the conviction to go or leave or do this or do that. And it's still difficult because you can't see the full picture of what God is waiting to bless you with. So you stay stuck in that manner. But for those of you who can move on convictions and you move on just the promises of God, even when you don't really know in detail what the promises are, you just know that God is saying it's time to leave. The season is up. I got better. Either you want better or you're going to stay stuck in that mud. What do you want? But some stay stuck. And to those who stay stuck, when God really wants you, he's going to snatch that rug. And snatch the rug looks like they will leave you. Snatch the rug looks like they will betray you. So I thank God that I moved and I pulled out when I heard the conviction of these people will never get it. You are trying to tap into the wrong audience. Everybody is not your audience. And it's true. This is why you can have people who listen to people on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, and it's like your spirit is so aligned with that person. It's like every time that person says something, that's your word. And then there's other people that, like there's somebody who I was trying to listen to on yesterday because a few people kept telling me about this person. And don't get me wrong, the man got great wisdom and insights when it comes down to like, never mind. But in like 2 minutes, I had to turn it off. It was just like womp, 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 like Charlie Brown's teacher. Womp, 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 womp. He just wasn't for me. And that's okay. He has an audience of millions, so that's absolutely okay. Everybody's not for you. So in saying that, you're probably tapping into the wrong audience. I don't care if it's your family, your friends, your whoever. You're tapping into the wrong audience, and that's why you're depleted, and that's why you're not being fulfilled. Instead, you're frustrated in everything that you're doing. And my God, have I been there one too many times. But now, the power of alignment, the fulfillment that comes along when people receive you properly, when you're pouring into people who are literally drinking it, that's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. And in turn, it changes you. You're no longer frustrated, you're no longer agitated. Like you're because you're in alignment, you're in purpose, you're fulfilled. And then once you get to that place, what happens? Bandwagoners, the same people who wouldn't support, the same people who wouldn't try, the same people who wouldn't see you in honor and respect and da-da-da-da-da. Well, now it's like they want to see, oh, what? No. Your time is up. Your time is up. Now, whatever you get, right? As far as, I don't know, sprinkles and residue or whatever you're getting, right? Get the word of the Lord, whatever the word is for you, get it, but you're not getting me. Because I know you're not my audience. Unless there's a couple sometimes that God will, I don't know. I haven't found that yet, but I'm sure it happens. I don't know. Maybe God will change the mind, not change the mind, but change, like, I guess, the trajectory of a person's life, and then they can now see it. I think that comes when the individual has elevated as well. Then they can receive it. But see, you were already elevated, or God was trying to elevate you, and so they couldn't receive you because they just weren't there yet. But you may bump into somebody who's now went through a season of elevation individually, and then now it's like, woo, they receive you. You receive each other. But I wanted to share that to anybody who may be really, really, really struggling with, you feel like you're clear on what your purpose is, which is true, right? Because I've always known what my purpose was. But you're probably pouring into the wrong audience. And again, many of that is coming from because of your own loyalty factor, not wanting to leave or reach out or quote unquote abandon people who won't even support you. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.